Alright, it's September 16th today. We're getting some traps ready for trapping season. We've got a boiling pot kind of going here. I'm just recording this off my iPhone here. My camera's kind of screwed up right now, but it's starting to simmer quite nicely in there, so we'll grab this. We got 9 Belial 120s here. Into the pot they go. And they'll be in there for a while, and it'll boil all the brand new grease off of them that didn't come off when they were pressure washed. And then they'll be ready to get in the dye pot and be ready for trapping season. All I got in there right now is some poplar leaves, some small pieces of poplar, a little bit of grass, some spruce boughs. Kind of makes the trap smell a little more natural. Alrighty, we'll keep you updated. So we've had these traps in here now for 15 or so minutes. The fire is hot, but it's not that hot. You can, when the smoke clears, see that there's bubbles down there and it's boiling them. Pull them up here, have a little look. You can tell that there's a little bit of difference on them, not a whole lot, but we'll leave them in here for a while yet. Alright, I don't know how well you can see that there, but we got some 220s in there right now, and they're coming to a boil. So we'll, once you got them coming to a boil like this, I'll show a little further in the video. You kind of take your hose and run all that surface oil out of the drum, so that when you pull your traps up, the traps don't get grease all over them again. So these are all ready for dye so far. So here we've got a pile of traps that we just pulled out of the boiling pot. Just give you a quick show here when you're done. This was a brand new Duke number 1. And you'll see that you can rub the pan, rub anywhere on it now. And my thumb's coming off clean without any grease on it. So these 2 bunches of traps here, they're all boiled and they're ready to be dyed. And what I like to do afterwards with clean hands is just throw a bunch of leaves and weeds and crap in the bottom to kind of keep them smelling fresh until you can get them into the dye pot, and some of them eventually the wax pot. But here's a bunch of finished boiled traps. So we got our Pete's Sleepy Creek dye here today, and we're going to mix it into our dye pot here with 5 gallons of water and let it boil. So the directions say to do, so we'll see how this stuff works out. Hopefully quite well. And in this video I'm going to show how to use this kind of like liquid log type formula, and as well as speed dip. So depending on which one you use, it'll be in the video. Not going to be able to see this super good, but our dye here is boiling. See if I can get it on the other side here where you can see it a bit better. Probably not, it's kind of a purpley color in a dark pot with lots of smoke. But anyway, it's boiling there, so we're going to take this trap. I'll just do one for demonstration here. That was an MB750. And we'll put it in there and leave it in there till it heats up, and then we'll slowly pull her out and see what she looks like. So I'm going to show you here today how to use this Andy Stowe's Speed Dip. And this is the brown kind. All I'm going to do is put it in this tote here. So you take your entire bottle of it, whatever, dump it in, and drain her out real good. Shut the camera off and move to the next step. Okay, our next step here is to pour the gasoline in for the mix. And that's 1 gallon or 5 liters gasoline to your entire thing of Speed Dip. And then you're just going to mix her up a little. Okay, so our dip is all mixed up here, and we're going to take this Belial 160 and put her in there. see it doesn't quite go down all the way. So all we're going to do is slosh it around in there a bit so it gets that dip all over it. They don't call it speed dip for nothing. This trap is done. It's just that simple. Drop it in there again just for a few seconds, just because we can. Flip it around maybe. Done, ready to dry. So all these traps here, and I'm not quite done yet, but all these traps here, some 330s, 220s, 120s, 750. These were all done in under 15 minutes in the speed dip. And your traps, they don't even really have to be rusty. Like here's a rusty 330 in there, and you know, I'm starting to run low on this dip. But you know, you just kind of swish it around and make do. And comes out nice and dipped. You can just give it a little shake into the bucket to save as much dip as you can. If you need more, come back and toss her down.